Can you confirm what he just said about the offense?
Are you talking about the offense? Oh, yeah. It's definitely a different energy around the group ever since the summer. Just doing things like skills and drills and things, the route concepts they got going on. So definitely can spread your defense open. So it's definitely going to be fun to watch this year.
Xavier, Christina Long from the Greenville News. You tweeted that you got down to, I think, like 10% body fat, and that was your goal. Just what did it take to do that? Why did you set that goal, and what was the hardest part of getting there?
Definitely, I would say it's 90% diet from my experience. Because working out probably the easiest part, but just changing your eating habits and things like that, which I had done last year, but just didn't do it to the extent that I was able to do it this year. Because recovering from the injury, I just had a lot of time to actually work on that. And I wanted to do that just because that's where I feel my best at in regards to the way I move and things like that.
Obviously, besides staying healthy this season, it was a tough season beginning in August for you last year, but what were some of your personal goals in your decision to return this season?
Personal goals in regards to this year? I have a few personal goals, but the ultimate goal is definitely to win a national championship. That's just the ultimate goal in regards to the team, and that's what I'm mainly focusing on.
Hey, Steve David of Tigernet.com. You came in with some special defensive linemen, but this freshman class, Peter, TJ, and all that, where do you see that? How do they kind of rank with some of the other classes you guys have had here?
Really good. I see a lot of similarities to that 2018 line that we have. There's some really good, young, talented guys, and not even just talented. They have a really good work ethic. Coming in this summer, well, they came in the spring, just seeing how they work, and then coming in the summer, all the extra workouts that was done, they were here doing all the extra work. So just to see a group of young guys who has that work ethic is great to see. So it's definitely sky's the limit for that young group.
John Blau with the Clemson career. You've got a lot of ups and downs since 2020. But to have the high Boston College game, have those couple sacks, and then break the foot again, what's that like in comparison to other people?
It definitely was frustrating, but like you said, that 2020 year, when I went through the COVID depression stuff, so it was frustrating, but I had already been like down before, so it really wasn't nothing too much that got me down in regards to I knew I could come back from it. And talking to Sweeney, obviously I had a decision to make whether to leave or to come back, and decided to come back. So it was definitely frustrating, just because of the fact that it re-braked. But like I said, I had already been down before in regards to depression and things like that. So it really nothing that could like take me back down to that level. So I knew I could get past it.
What happened in practice? I mean, we knew obviously you can't how it happened. What happens?
Well, it was just a normal play. I mean, I had jumped up and then got back up, and then when I got back up, I was jogging, and then I just felt the crack. So it was the bone that was healing was never fully healed. So I felt it re-crack, and then we went and got the X-ray, and then that's what it said. So I had to get a surgery again.
Trevor Rose, CubeX.com. How difficult will it be for offenses to double team you, just given the talent that you have around you on the defensive line?
Yeah, so they're gonna have the decision to make because there's a lot of talented guys that we have. We have a lot of depth in regards to the defensive line group. Like I said, it's a lot of similarities to that 2018 group, and guys who came back like me, Maskell, and Rook and TD. Those guys are very, very talented. So like I said, they have a decision to make, and even behind us with Peter, TJ, and all those young guys that can come in and get the job done just as well as we can. So they're gonna have a decision to make.
Brad Siegel.com. You were saying about the body fat machine, but the weight, is that the weight you want to play at, or do you gain throughout the season? Is that kind of your next level weight too?
Yeah, I'll stay between the range of 245 between 250. Just staying between there. That's what.
270, 275?
I was actually higher than that. I was like 295. I was pretty big.
Is that back when you were injured?
Yeah, back in 2020. That's how I got. It was 295.
And the process of getting back down to this. When's the last time you played 243?
This is actually the lowest I ever been. When I came in the freshman year, I was 255. But this is like where I feel my best at in regards to what I've experienced.
The weight change, is it harder maybe to get past offensive linemen, or is it just strictly speed? You still have the power you can?
Yeah, I'm the strongest I've ever been. My strength hasn't gone away. It definitely feels faster in regards to my weight. That was the main thing with weight was so I can fulfill my speed, things like that. But my power hasn't gone anywhere.
To that point, how do you feel like that's going to translate on game days? We've seen you at your best wreaking havoc.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like it's going to allow you to do it more consistently?
Of course. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Definitely will.
You mentioned Peter Woods, how impressive you've been with him, just his maturity level, both physically and mentally for a freshman.
Definitely impressed. Like I said, those guys have a great head on their shoulders in regards to their work ethic. They're not just talented; they come in and they work, and they put in a lot of extra work with me and other older guys as well. Just like T.J. Parker and those younger guys. So it's definitely special to see.
I guess he always tells us that one of the great things he's seen from is just leadership with those younger guys. Do you follow yourself after anybody who was a leader for you? How do you kind of learn to do that? That's kind of
Really over time, but definitely picking up a lot of traits from those guys that when I was a freshman. A lot of the tactics that AB and Cleveland used with me. A lot of similarities there in regards to just the way they led and things like that. Don't really try to do too much yelling and things like that, but sometimes you have to. But just lead by example and really show them the ropes and things like that and how to get the job done.
was that during spring?
Yeah, for sure. And over the summer.
You were a freshman in 2018 with that great defensive line. You think this one can be just about as good as that one was?
Definitely can, as long as we keep our head down and work.
Maybe another thing that Coach Hall said was just that not just because you're lighter, you seem lighter, just that's in terms of the way you feel presence. Why do you feel that way? Why are you in that place, I guess?
In regards to
Feel like lighter, just have the lighter presence about yourself.
I mean, really just I would say letting the right things into your life and keeping your faith first and things like that, and keeping God first. Just allowing the right things into your circle and keeping the right things in the headspace. I would definitely say that's the main reason.
I know you don't like to get too far ahead. Considering the journey that you've been here, do you ever stop, maybe when you're working out, and think about what it's going to be like at the Duke on that Labor Day night when you run out there as a starter and going, this is my job and this is my time?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely have some flashes to think about it, but I try to take it slowly day by day, of course. But even just fall camp day one last week in practice, I hadn't played football, and I really didn't count last year playing because I was really playing at 50%. So I really didn't count last year playing football. In my eyes, I really haven't played football in 3 years in regards to playing the way I can really play. Since 2019, I had a pretty decent year, but that's the last time I really played football in my eyes. So in regards to being able to really play again and fully healthy and playing at my best self, it definitely was relieving. I would say I was very happy. Day one practice last week.
When you got here in 18, would you have ever believed you'd be here 6 years, as somebody told you?
No, I did not think that at all. Definitely wasn't in my plans anyway. But God's plan is always bigger than ours, so I always keep that first.
Were you thinking 3 and done when you first got here?
Of course, yeah, I was. That definitely was my plan.
There were a lot of NFL guys in the weight room over the summer. A lot of defensive linemen were able to kind of pick their brain and talk to them a little bit. Did anybody, help you, give you any piece of advice that you're like, okay, this is what I need to know to get to that next level?
Yeah, it was a lot of guys training here, and even those guys I was with in 2018, they all was back here. So just watching them train and just seeing how they work and things like that, just not really getting into what they were doing, but just watching them and then learning from them and things like that definitely helped over the summer.
With this being your last time, the last season, what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want people to remember about next year?
I really try to be an inspiration, just never to give up on yourself in regards to no matter what you go through in life. That's what I try to, my message to the guys, even young, because you never know. Like I said, I didn't plan on being here this long at all, but God's plan is always bigger, so you really just got to trust that. And I try to be an inspiration to those guys that don't try to rush it. Guys try to mess with me sometimes in regards to being here so long, but I told them it really flies by. 6 years seems like a long time, but it really just happens in the snap of a finger. So you really just got to take it day by day, and really just my word for the year was gratitude. And just grateful to be able to play this game, knowing through what I went through and being able to play it again. So really just grateful for it. It felt pretty natural because I mean I've been in like the mindset of being able to play in regards to over the summer. I did a lot of things in regards to like I was preparing for camp in regards to doing a lot of practice simulations like by myself out there on the field in regards to putting a helmet on and going out there and play. But it's definitely definitely not off a little rust. I would say the first couple of days, but now I feel natural again, so it's definitely fun out there.
How is Klubnik different to you in your mind right now?
Compared to last year, is that what you're asking? Definitely he's been working his tail off, putting a lot of extra work, coming in here on his own, and things like that. Just coming like over the summer, just seeing him go out there, just doing a lot of the simple, smaller things in regards to details and things like that. You can tell he's way more composed in regards to practice and things like that, and he's been a very vocal leader. And he put on a lot of muscle this spring, put a lot of muscle this off season. So he's not a twig anymore. So he's been putting a lot of weight.
Anyone else for XD?